Bokashi, fermentation systems, and indoor composters. Bokashi bins are also sometimes called indoor composters or fermentation systems. They are a good option for recycling food scraps because they have the added advantage of being able to process things like meat, dairy and rice, unlike most other compost systems. Bokashi bins are usually stored indoors, like under your kitchen sink, where you can access them easily when cooking. The Bokashi bucket has a tight-fitted lid, a false floor with holes in it, and a tap at the bottom to drain liquid. You can even make your own Bokashi system if it has these features. As well as the Bokashi bucket, you will need something to squash the material down, and Bokashi mix, which is a special mixture of microbes. Bokashi mix is sometimes called compost accelerator and either comes as a spray or in flakes. It contains special natural microorganisms that ferment the waste in the Bokashi bucket and prevent the food from rotting, which helps to avoid bad smell. The flakes are a mixture of wheat bran, rice husk, and sawdust that have been sprayed with special microorganisms, whereas the spray is a liquid version of those microbes. All food waste, including meat, fish, pasta, bread, rice, and dairy products, can be added to the Bokashi because the Bokashi microbes ferment the material which stops it from rotting. Once you've added your food scraps to the bucket, squash it down to squeeze out air pockets. Then add some Bokashi mix or spray on top. It is really important to try and reduce the amount of air getting into the bucket, so make sure you replace the lid firmly. After a few days, you'll be able to drain off some liquid that comes out of the bucket. Drain it off regularly to avoid bad smells developing. This is full of beneficial microbes and is also highly acidic. You can dilute this 1 part to 100 parts water and use it as fertilizer for your plants. Or use it undiluted as a safe and natural drain cleaner and pour it straight into the sink to help keep your drains clear. Once the bucket is full, leave it for 2 weeks without adding any new material. You may wish to freeze your scraps during that time or get a second bucket. After the bucket has sat for 2 weeks, you can either bury the fermented waste straight in the ground or place it in a compost bin. The waste will break down very quickly because it's been fermented. Your Bokashi bin should have a yeasty smell, but it should not smell bad. If it starts to get smelly, it usually means either you have not added enough Bokashi mix or air has gotten inside. To fix the problem, add a generous amount of Bokashi mix and cover it with a piece of cardboard to squash it down and reduce air exposure. Also, make sure you always close the lid tightly.